So our adoption journey did not really begin as an adoption journey, but it began as a fostering journey. I just knew with 3 children already and a job, Brian and I both had full-time jobs, that having 5 children total, age 1 and 3, on top of our young children was just impossible. But if we were called to do this, that God would make a way. And I went downstairs and I talked to Brian and I said, Brian, do you think we can do this? He said, no, absolutely not. And I agreed we couldn't do it, but God did make a way.
I would say what I have learned about God through this process of adoption is to be dependent upon Him. It was truly our desire to adopt the boys, and we really felt like any day they could just come and get the boys. And you know, God's promise is that He defends the fatherless. And that's a promise in the Bible. And you look back now and you think about how stressful it was for us during those times.
Yes.
But you look back and you understand that promise. You read it in the Bible and it's good scripture. But when it's made real in your life that God does defend the fatherless, and you see that, that's a promise that's made true to us. And we see God's sovereignty in their lives and our life.
So this process has taught me to really listen. And before, you know, I'm going 100 miles per hour with my life, with my children, with the desires of my life, with what I see would be fit for them. But it's really caused me to stop and slow down and listen.
I think the reason that foster and adoption is important is because when we look at Scripture, it is clearly important to Christ. It's also, as an extension, very important to the church and the church family that we seek out those children that their families are displaced and we care for them.
It has changed our lives. It is like an amazing symphony of beautiful music coming together when you look back and you see what God is creating in your life because you're obedient.
I would also say, just as encouragement, that someone who's thinking about adoption or foster care is that you can do it. I think some of the things that we thought about when we were a young couple and we were thinking about having children is all the questions that other people have is, do you have the right income? Do you live in the right school district? Is your house the right size? But really it's that desire to have a family. It's the same way with adoption and foster. Do you have that desire to bring children into your home who have been displaced? So it's that desire to love them, to bring them in, and to show them Christ's love. I think that's the key.